Kia ora tātou. My name's Rosie. I'm here in the far north by this beautiful little body of water at my mum's house, and this practice is an opportunity for you and for me together to drop into our bodies of water, the big water balloons that we live inside. So I invite you to move and to breathe and to flow with me, to take rest as much as you need, and beyond anything to listen to the wisdom that comes from here. We are going to start off in a seat. So just finding yourself a comfortable seat. You might like to sit onto a pillow or just prop yourself up in some way, and your palms can rest in your lap or onto your knees. Just allow your shoulders to roll up and back and down. And begin to feel the weight, the points of contact between your body and the earth beneath you, Papatuanoku, Earth Mother. You might have had, or you might be in the middle of a busy day, so just allowing yourself to be as you are. And allowing the earth to hold the contents of your experience right now, whatever that may be. Noticing your breath as it rises and falls like a tide within your body. Filling you up and refreshing you, nourishing you, flushing you out and creating space for the new. And with that awareness of your relationship to the earth beneath you and the breath, the wind within you, start to take your awareness to the crown of your head and the sky above you. Rangi Nui, Sky Father, spacious, open, light. Just noticing the midline of you that runs between the earth and the sky, your center, held between these 2 points, these spaces. And let that central midline be the point of orientation. That everything else in your body just starts to organize around. And really noticing the front of your body in relationship to the midline. The feeling of the skin of your face, shoulders, collarbone, belly. And you notice the back of your body in relation to the midline. And Perhaps there's a sense of opening out into the space behind you. Noticing the left side of your body in relation to your midline. The right side of your body in relation to your midline. And then just play with opening your awareness in all of those directions. Below, above, in front, behind, left and right. And taking a really deep breath in. And slowly through your nostrils, letting it go. And when you're ready, you can flick your eyelids open. And start to make your way onto all fours. And just begin to allow that central line of your spine to move fluidly. That might look like a more traditional cat-cow, where you're dropping your belly, lifting your chin, your sit bones, rounding through the upper back as you into your breath. In through the nose, out through the nose. Or maybe it looks like circles of the hips. Perhaps closing down your eyes and allowing your spine to move like a jump rope or a river. And notice how a little movement at one end of your spine, like a circle of your neck, can ripple all the way down to the other end of your spine, your tailbone, your coccyx. Perhaps you begin to orient to the body of water that exists within your spinal cord, the cerebral spinal fluid. Holding your nervous system and your brain in this buoyant, juicy, alive fluid. When you're ready, you can carry that movement all the way through to a downward facing dog, tucking your toes under, spreading your palms wide, and then just gently starting to press your sit bones back up towards the sky. And as you get there, no need to stop moving. You can continue to pedal out through one heel and then the other, just taking your time. And you might like to ripple your chest forward into a high plank a few times and then slowly bend your knees and send your sit bones back. Inhaling to come forward, letting your heart ripple forward like a wave. exhaling to send your sit bones all the way back up towards the sun. And 2 more just like that. And just starting to settle into some stillness in your dog. Feeling your fingertips spread and your knuckles press down into the earth. Your hands become like these little suction cups, so there's still this pocket of air, this pocket of buoyancy between you and the earth. And from here you can start to lift your right leg up towards the sky, taking a deep breath in. And slowly draw your knee in between your chest, stepping your right foot forward, dropping your back knee, and reaching your fingertips up towards the sky. And just settling here in this new orientation, noticing this new shape for your body, your spine. And taking a deep breath in. And then slowly starting to send this right hip back, really tucking the crease of your right hip back and allowing your heart to drop forward. See if you can keep some length in your spine. So you don't need to be all the way down, chest onto your thigh. We're just starting warming up here. But just think about that right hip crease drawing back, your left hip crease drawing forward, heart to the horizon. And taking a full breath here. And empty. With your next inhale, we're rebending the knee, rising up, filling up. And then exhale, slowly straightening, sending the right hip back. Big breath in, rising up. Long breath out, sending the hip back. And once again, repeating the movement, and see if you can iron out all of the creases, the jerkiness. Care less about what the shape looks like and more about how it feels to transition from one state of being, from one shape to the next. And coming up for the last time, taking a deep breath in and stepping 2 feet to the top of your mat, fold forward. Let's find a little halfway lift here, resetting your spine, and then like a waterfall, allow the crown of your head to drop towards the ground. You might like to catch hold of opposite hand to opposite elbow and let your upper body sway, move, play. And maybe there's a sound that comes out with the exhale. And slowly unraveling your arms, come up to a halfway lift. And as you take both hands to the ground, this time you're going to step your right foot to the back of the mat. Dropping right knee, fingertips reach up to the sky. And taking a deep breath in as you look up, chest rises, collarbone lifts high. And with the exhale, we're coming into that forward fold. As you land here, you might like to notice if this side's different to the other. I know for me, there's quite a significant difference. And there's no judgment about that. Our bodies have these incredible ways of balancing us and shifting our weight and compensating for different things in different ways. So just observing what is. Take a deep breath in and out. And we have 3 of these: fluid motion to rise, to breathe in, to take your eye gaze to the sky. Exhale, slowly lengthening out. Big breath in. Slow breath out. Here's the last full round. And rise. And take 2 hands to the ground and we step to the top of the mat, folding forward. Coming up to a halfway lift, inhale. Fold forward, empty. Feet root to the earth as you reach up to the sky. Take a big breath in. And fold, pouring your upper body towards the ground. Coming to a halfway lift now. And place 2 hands on the ground. Step your feet back, high plank. Holding here in your high plank. And just noticing if you come to stillness and you come to exertion, if your body stops breathing slowly. And just see if you can reconnect with that fluid midline, with the rhythm of your breath, slowing it down, reminding yourself that you are supported, you are safe, you are adapted. And take a full breath in together. Clear the breath out. One more like that, fill up. And if you need to modify, you can drop your knees at any time. We're emptying out. Shifting forward over the toes. Slowly dropping your knees and lowering all the way to the ground. Baby Cobra, Bhujangasana, heart lifts, shoulders peel back. Empty to lower. Rising like a snake. And lowering back down. And for this last one, press the tops of your feet into the earth, engage your thighs, press the ground away and lift to upward facing dog. And as you press the tops of your feet in here, your thighs, the tops of your thighs should be lifted away from the ground and your shoulders draw down your back. Take a deep breath in and then press back downward facing dog. Awesome. From here, right leg lifts to the sky, big breath in. Squeeze and step. Crescent lunge. So you can drop your back knee like we did for the first, or reach up, pressing down through both feet. As you press down through your feet, can you feel the squeeze of your thighs, your inner thighs towards the midline of your body? Noticing the tide of your breath. And taking a full inhale. And Warrior 2 opening out. So as you come into your Warrior 2, check in with your right knee. Is it tracking over your right ankle? And maybe just draw that right kneecap out to the right side a little as you tuck your right butt cheek under. Fingertips extend in both directions, feeling the space in front of you and the space behind you. And maybe there's just a little wave of your spine as you explore those 2 directions, settling in to something that feels like your middle. And as you land here in your center, giving your body 2 deep, slow, nourishing breaths. With your next inhale, we're going to reach forward, flip the palm, reverse your warrior. And then exhale, side angle. You can rest your elbow here onto this right knee, or if you're feeling it, you can reach your right fingertips towards the front. Sliding your shoulders down your back, lengthening the back of your neck. Energize your fingertips so you're really saying, I am here. I am engaged, I am present, I am energized. Take a full breath in. Clear it out. With this next inhale, we rise, we reverse. 2 hands sweep to the ground, high to low plank. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, down dog. And straight away, left side, left leg lifts, big breath in. Squeeze and step, crescent lunge. Finding your version of the shape, settling into the strength of your legs. Notice if your rib cage is popped out. I know I have a tendency to do that in my practice, so I'm constantly thinking about tucking these front ribs in, supporting my spine with this integrity on the front of my body. And then here we can reach up towards the sky. Maybe look up, taking a deep breath in, or warrior 2. Your side is all yours, finding that arrangement of knee over ankle, and then settling into your own 3 deep breaths, maybe even closing down your eyes. And just feeling into the magnitude of this holy body of water that is you. And there's a scientist who studies water, Beta Austin. She talks about each of us being this holy body of water. If you take the personality away, we're just this intelligence, fluid and flowing, and with this incredible capacity to communicate to each other and within ourselves. Take a deep breath, oxygenating your body of water. Clear it out. Flip your palm, reverse your warrior, reach up and back. And then finding side angle. Utthita Parsvakonasana. Feel your back foot really press down. The knife edge, the pinky toe of your back foot connects to the ground. And then from there, maybe you reach that bottom arm up towards the sky, feeling the core engaged, feeling the press of your legs, maybe turning your eye gaze upwards. Take a full breath in. Empty. A reverse warrior. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the nose. 2 hands to the ground, high to low plank. Cobra or upward facing dog. And down dog, empty out. Just giving yourself a breath in. And out. Rise up to your tippy toes. Bend your knees, look forward, step or jump to the top of your mat. Finding a halfway lift. Folding forward. reach up, rise, folding into, lifting to halfway, and stepping back, downward facing dog. We're adding on, so right leg is lifting high, squeeze, step, rise, inhaling to crescent lunge, exhaling warrior two, inhale reverse warrior, exhale side angle, inhale reverse warrior. We add on here, we're taking the right hand to the ground, left hand might come to your left hip, and we're stepping forward into a half moon. And if it's there for you, you can reach your top fingers to the sky. Maybe you even hover your bottom hand away from the ground. Taking a deep breath in. And slowly stepping it back, warrior two. Reversing warrior. And as you exhale, your left hand this time is going to come all the way down to the ground. Right hand spins to the sky, and we come onto the ball of that back foot. Take a full breath here. Clear it out. Maybe even hover your fingertips away from the ground for this last inhale. Two hands come to the mat, high to low plank, chaturanga dandasana. Cobra or up dog. Downward facing. Left side, lift the leg, inhale. Crescent lunge, empty. Rise. Warrior two. Reverse your warrior. Side angle. Once again, reverse, reach up. Lungs fill as the left side expands. And slowly but surely we're coming into half moon. So maybe taking that right hand to your hip, left hand to the ground, pressing down into the big toe mound and slowly starting to open your hip to the side, maybe hovering the bottom hand, lungs fill, and back to warrior two as you empty. Reverse warrior, right hand comes to the mat, turning onto the ball of your left toe and allowing your left fingertips to sweep open. And see if you can keep your belly, your hips facing towards the ground so that the twist is coming from your thoracic spine, your upper back. Take a deep breath in. Clear it out. Last chance to hover that bottom hand, breathe in. Two hands to the ground, once again, high to low plank, lowering slow. Heart lifts. Downward facing dog. Let's take another one like that. Big breath in. Open your mouth, maybe letting out a sound. Right leg, we're going to flow that in. Step and rise, crescent lunge. Warrior two, exhale. Inhale, reverse. Side angle, empty. Go back, reach up. Half moon, Ardha Chandrasana. Take a breath in to expand yourself. Warrior two, land. Once again, reverse. Left hand cartwheels up and over, so there's a big circle there. Spine twists open, big breath in. High to low plank. Up dog. And down dog. Left side straight away, breathe in. Crescent lunge, rise. Warrior two, land. Reverse. Side angle. Take it back, fill up, prepare yourself. There's a big movement here, right? We're launching forward to crescent, half moon. And maybe you lift away from the earth. Warrior two. Reverse. Right hand all the way up and over. Plant it down and then twist open. Big breath in. Two hands to the mat. High to low plank. Meeting back in down dog. Rising up to your tippy toes. Bending your knees, look forward, step or jump to the top. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold forward, shuffling your big toes together for chair pose. Hips sit back, heart lifts. Take a breath in. Maybe with the exhale you sit deeper. As we press all four corners of our toes into the earth and just start to come into stillness here. See if you can feel the ripple effect of that movement, that flow inside of your skin. Maybe there's a heat that's built. Maybe your breath is a little more ragged. And see if you can just let that settle even within the effort here. Like a bowl of water that's been put on a countertop, slowly coming to rest in stillness, even though you're also the container holding yourself here in the strength. So if you need to energize your fingertips a little more, if you need to spread your toes and press down, you do that so that you can be here and you can hold yourself, you can create a container for your fluid experience. Whether that's the physical sensations, whether that's the mental chatter, just allowing it all to settle. 3 more deep breaths together, filling, clearing. Inhale, exhale. Last one, fill up. Maybe sit a little deeper. And then inhale, rise. Exhale, fold forward. Come to a halfway lift. And just step back into a down dog. And from here, lifting up to your tippy toes. Bending your knees, looking forward. Step, jump or hop through to a seat. And just take your legs out long in front of you. Reach your fingertips up above, fill up. And then fold forward into yourself. It doesn't matter if you can't reach your toes, you can just let your arms rest wherever feels good. Let your heart reach forward and then let your forehead hang heavy. Water has this incredible capacity for change. And it's been proven that water that is infused with intention, the molecular structure of the water literally changes. So perhaps as you fold into your body of water, there's a quality or an intention that you can infuse your experience with. Sweetness and kindness, compassion. And taking a last breath in, empty out. And slowly start to roll your spine upright. Be taking your hands behind you and just lifting your hips and your head back. And then rolling back to the ground. You're going to come into a pigeon. So you're going to sweep your left leg back, take your right leg in front. If you're at home and you've got a pillow, you might like to slide a pillow under this right butt cheek. Maybe a couple of pillows, just so that this is actually resting on something. And take a breath in to rise. You might stay here, or maybe you come forward to your elbows. Breath in and out here. You can stay, or you can creep your hands forward and allow your forehead to rest onto the mat. A last round of breath. You might even like to keep your eyes closed down as you rise up and switch across to the other side. And just noticing if this side's different, if you need more or less props. And there's not a right or wrong version of the shape. Going to the ground doesn't make it a better shape. So your job as a practitioner of yoga is to listen to that point in your body where you can be both challenged and easeful at the same time. So if I come all the way down to the ground and I notice that I'm holding my breath, maybe that's an opportunity just to ease back a little, just for today. And wherever you land, giving yourself 3 deep, slow breaths. Rising slow. And sweeping both legs out long in front of you, and just allow your body to settle back onto the ground. You're taking a last squeeze of your knees into your chest, a little rock side to side. And any last movements that you need to round out your practice. Maybe a happy baby, perhaps a twist. And when you're ready, you can let your body lay out long and sink into a space of rest, of Shavasana. Allowing the ground to take your weight, to support you as your fluid body melts back into the earth. And you can stay here for as long as you like. Thanks so much for joining me. I'll see you next time.